Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, 2016 is a year when that overused word, extraordinary, does for once feel appropriate. So before we talk to our next guest, let's just remember some of the political and cultural moments that kept us going on Sunday mornings during 2016, with a little help from some of the musical guests over the last 12 months.
Look up here, I'm in heaven. We awoke to the news on a Monday morning that he had died, and it was a very sad day, a very eerie day. He'd managed to turn his final chapter into art. I've got drama, can't be stolen.
I believe I have to step out. It's not easy, it's painful to resign. I don't want to resign, but I'm resigning because I think it's the only way I can do this.
If you lose the referendum, do you stay as Prime Minister? You can't, can you?
The answer to that is yes. The renegotiation is now complete after exhaustive work, travelling right across Europe, meeting every single Prime Minister and President.
People are beginning to put two fingers up to the political class.
The opportunities for people living here in the UK will be more secure, will be better if we're inside the European Union.
No, I get to ask. It's not the Boris Johnson show, it's the Andrew Marr Show. I get to ask the questions. A huge torrent of verbal audio has poured on your head since you took this decision.
The Governor will be significantly regretting getting involved in politics.
I don't think that the UK will be able to stop Turkey joining.
There is no possibility of Turkey joining in the near future.
The NHS is about as safe with them as a pet hamster would be with an hungry python.
Vote to stay or the puppy gets it.
You kind of want it in, thematically kind of all in the stew.
And I've just been doing a lot of that lately.
Do you ever look at your agent and say, can you bring me someone who's gentle and motherly and slightly herbivorous?
Herbivorous is good.
Have you actually matured? Are you going to be happy with Donald Trump as your next president? Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure. Thank you.
When your heart is broken down, 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 and your head don't reach the sky, take your broken wings and fly.
Jo was this unbelievable bundle of energy and of joy and of enthusiasm, and she would never rest in peace when she was alive, and she would not want to rest in peace now.
We can now say the decision taken in 1975 by this country to join the common market has been reversed.
So, what happens now?
You're jumping several steps ahead of where we are. I'm not prepared. We are in uncharted territory.
I'm a young gazelle, that's what I do.
We're in uncharted territory.
This morning, it does look as if a full-scale coup against the Labour leader is underway.
He's a good and decent man.
So was it hard
He's
for
a good and decent man, but he is not a leader, and that is the problem.
Why did you fire him?
Well, Hillary confirmed to me in a phone call that he had indeed been collecting signatures for some days.
The purpose of being engaged in politics is to secure democratic power, and Jeremy can't do that.
What camera am I? Am I on this camera? Let me just say let me just say this to Labour Party supporters, Labour members, members of the Parliamentary Labour Party. We've got to stop this now.
By the way, is anyone in charge? Project Smear. Tories battle to stop Boris. Tories at war. You brought down David Cameron, then you brought down Boris Johnson. Some people are saying that you are a kind of political serial killer. You are our Frank Underwood.
Well, as I mentioned earlier...
If you turn to that camera and say something sinister, it'll be perfect.
As I said earlier, there are all sorts of people who will say disobliging things about me. I don't mind that.
And after all, it's been said and done.
That line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymore.
Obesity costs more globally than all conflict
on the planet. It is a war.
You were the favourite to win. There seemed to be no medical problem, and yet you took it again. Why?
Yeah, I really struggle in that period. June, July is the worst period for that.
One more night till the morning.
Another Sunday and a new Prime Minister.
One more night till the day.
I'm not going to pretend that it's all going to be plain sailing. We will trigger before the end of March next year.
Terrible things were said on all sides. People said awful things about you.
Really?
Oh, they certainly did. I've got a list of them, but I won't read them out.
You've only got half an hour on the programme.
All politicians are the same. You hate to say that was a mistake, and therefore we get a kind of degrading political discourse. Do you both agree with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It's easy to sit on the sofa and pretend there are no difficult decisions to be made.
I know the difficult decisions, but not on the backs of these people.
I'm not the politician here. I'm the person who saw the elephant in the room, which was there is no legal certainty. You should actually be my biggest fan, because I've just created the legal certainty so that Theresa May can now, rather than appealing, go ahead, have the debate and leave.
Brexit, Trump, what next?
Marine Le Pen being elected French president.